Welcome to FearFromMovement.com. Tonight we're hanging out with stand-up comic Sean O'Brien at the first ever sold-out Comedy on Cookman at the showroom in Asbury Park. Sean, thanks for coming out before the show, man.
Oh, anytime, man.
Give us your comedy bio. How do you go from from A to B to performing at the sold-out show tonight?
Well, basically, I'm from the beach here. I moved up to Brooklyn a couple years ago, but prior to that, right out of high school, I started doing some stand-up. I gave it up for about 10 years, and within about the last year, I've revisited this.
From my point of view, I was dead drunk. It was like that scene from Grease where like Travolta's friends are like tugging on his shirt like, tell me more, tell me more. And I'm like, guys, I got this. And I went back up to the bar and she had her back turned to me and she's like, she was not paying attention to me. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reach over. She had like a little blonde ponytail. I'm gonna reach over and I'm just gonna go, ting, ting, ting.
What's your writing process like? Were you writing for that whole decade? You were stepped away from it, and how do you write now?
I was writing for that whole decade, yes, sadly. I was writing. I write from a storytelling point of view, from true experiences. So I always kept a journal. I just never performed the journal.
She's gonna turn around and say like, oh, and smile, right? And I'm gonna be like, me again. She's like, this fucking hot-ass guy. Like, he is so fun. I'm like, what do you want? I'm gonna get in trouble.
How would you describe your performance style, and what should people expect when they come to see you live?
A lot of laughs, storytelling. You know, you laugh at my embarrassment. And that's really it.
I proceeded to ting, ting, ting her, but that was like short, cute Sean, and I was like more mice and men Lenny. So when I reached over to her and ting, 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 and I accidentally pulled her to the ground, and she slipped, and I was like, whoa, that was not expected.
How can we find you online and become a fan of Sean O'Brien?
Facebook, facebook.com/Sean O'Brien, or the Sob Stories on Twitter.
Nice.
The bouncers now are making their way through the crowd towards me. The bar is right here. The exit is right where that exit is. And I was just like, oh, here's the second worst idea of my night. I'm going to jump up on the bar, run down the bar, tiptoeing over people's glasses, eluding the band, jump off at the end, turn to my coworkers and say, so long, and run out. My coworkers would be so fun. They'd be laughing, cheering, be like, what was that guy? So I was just like, oh, so the bouncer's coming, and I'm like, got it. I'm gonna put my leg up. You know how hard it is to put your leg up on a bar? I ended up just like sweep kicking off like 10 drinks into my coworkers' laps, and I'm like, no, second time. Like 20 drinks. Then the long arm of the law came and like grabbed me, and I was like, oh no, and no one knew what I was doing. No one knew like what was going on. I'm like, it just looked like I was just like, oh, what, I can't drink again? And then like, body kick off those drinks. And then I was like dragged out, you know, classic. Just what happens at every.
I need your top 5 stand-up comics of all time.
Bill Burr, John Mulaney, Rodney Dangerfield, Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles, and Eddie Murphy.
What are your top 4 venues to perform anywhere in the world?
The Stress Factory here in New Jersey, the Creek in the Cave, UCB Theater, the People's Improv.
Before you hit the stage, what are we expecting here in your iPod? What are you playing to get you pumped up to go ride that crowd?
I like old school hip hop,
okay.
Maybe some Nas, Wu-Tang, and Yeezus, the new Kanye record.
Okay, we're both basically Tom's River, Jersey Shore guys. We just had a great night. We toured up in Seaside. We went to Karma, Bamboo, Merge. Now we're in Wawa about 3 a.m. and you can only get 2 items. What are you buying?
Doritos and Doritos.
And give me one reason why everybody should check out Sean O'Brien right now.
Because everyone loves a sob story.